See, because the LaPorte Police Department, from what I understand, when Mr. Ficus came up and tried to take my phone, and he managed to get himself punched in the fucking eye, I was arrested for battery. But the LaPorte Police Department needed to go up to the jail and take my phone without a warrant so they could look at this video because they were trying to figure out if Mitch Ficus would be charged. So I'm just trying to figure out who does that.
How do I? Bad or good?
I mean, I don't know. I was a victim of an attempted robbery.
But you said they were looking into.
I mean, it's been a year. Right? Yeah, nothing's happened. It's been a year. I'm still being prosecuted for defending myself. So here's how this plays out.
Yeah,
let me tell you how this. Yeah, I know. Right? Yeah. I should be fine. Right? It's been a year though, and I'm still dealing with this shit. So let me tell you how this is gonna play out. I'm literally gonna plead guilty to this shit, even though I didn't do it. You want to know why?
Because it'll be deferred.
No. I'll tell you why. I'm not gonna appeal it or nothing. You know why? Because I'm going to refer to my own fucking guilty plea when I start collecting phones downtown. Because apparently if you're white and Republican, which I am, let's build this fucking wall. I'm a Republican now. I'm a white Republican. So I can just start taking phones from people while we're downtown, right? It's completely legal.
Why is that?
It's not a robbery. Mitch Ficus didn't get arrested, so why the fuck would I? That's what I'm saying. Here's how we're going to do this.
But why would you mess with it? Why would you?
I'm going to start a phone business. Phones are nice and expensive, man. I can sell these. It's all profit.
But you got.
I'm not going to get in trouble. See, that's the thing. Is it's illegal for you to defend yourself if I try to steal your phone, right? That's why I got arrested for battery, right? That's why I got arrested for battery, right?
I don't know why you got arrested. Yeah, I heard you got arrested.
Yeah, I got arrested for battery when Mitch Ficus tried to take my phone. Yeah.
But you got to remember, if you take somebody's, like you just said, if you're taking the phone to start your own phone business, then you're basically stealing it because you're trying to get personal gain out of it.
So is it stealing if it's just not my fucking property and I try to take it?
If he's knocking the phone out of your hand or taking your phone, because I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but if he goes and takes your phone and says, I don't want you recording me, I don't know. There's probably a crime of some sort there. I don't know.
Because
maybe battery.
Because that's my civil rights. So now he's battering me to obstruct my civil rights, right? As a public servant.
I'm just saying that you got to watch what you say with robbery because
Why? Oh, because you guys will actually fucking prosecute me, right?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it could happen.
I'm walking around recording in public, which is obviously not a crime.
And someday somebody's gonna get mad, and they're gonna
sit there
and smack that out of your
right. And that's when you arrest those motherfuckers.
Correct.
Right. So why didn't that happen with me?
I don't know.
How come I call the police? How come I call an ambulance for this motherfucker, and somehow end up arrested for battery? I'll tell you why. Because Officer Seitz is a racist and a misogynist, and he thought he deleted all his Facebook posts, but I have screenshots naturally. So when I brought him up, when he asked me to stop recording, because I didn't feel comfortable stopping my video with this officer who just, got a couple of people killed by letting a drunk go. I don't trust his motives. So I didn't want to stop recording, which he can't legally fucking do. My YouTube is monetized. It's copyrighted material. I'm creating an artistic production kind of thing. You can't stop me from recording.
You get enough views, you can make some money, can't you?
Yeah, that's the thing too. That's what's really going to fuck you guys.
Not me.
Is you're allowing me? No. Clearly, if all the when you guys are sitting around watching my YouTube and I try to get documents, well, somebody is, because there's 21 pages that Nick Otis just denied me about my YouTube. So what I'm trying to figure out is why you're allowing me to profit off of clearly what you determined to be crimes. And why is it that my copyrighted material is somehow being utilized for deliberative purposes downtown? See, that's what I'm saying is your attorney's going to fuck you guys. He's just running off at the mouth because he's fucking stupid and he's claiming anything he can to try to keep me from getting these records, but he's giving you guys motives that you never had. Your attorney's putting motives on you that you never had to begin with. But now that he's your attorney, he says these are your motives.
He's just a spokesman, I believe.
Right. Yeah. No. You can go downtown with that shit. I tried to explain it to him. There's an $8,300 contract. Yeah, he gets paid $175 an hour for anything to do with me. There's 12 attorneys and Newby, Lewis, Kaminsky, and Jones. Yes, they're under a contract. But if you go down to City Hall and say that shit, they're going to tell you Nick Otis is the city attorney. I'm only allowed to interact with him. He's a conflict of interest because the LaPorte City Police Department charged me with intimidation on the city attorney for saying that I was talking about his divorce on Facebook. Which I guess it's not a threat if I actually do it, huh? But anyway, that's not actually intimidation because it's called criminal slander, which you guys should also fucking know a little bit about. There's no threat to his safety. There's not even one accused of a threat to his safety. But that makes him a conflict of interest, and he shouldn't be handling anything for the city of LaPorte because of that. Specifically...
Have you talked to his bosses?
Yeah. They fully acknowledge. They don't give a fuck. They think you're going to kill me. That's the thing.
Who? They think who is?
I'm assuming that's the only plan. What is the plan exactly? You guys just going to keep doing this shit until you murder me, or
They just told me
or
you
is
were
the
out
plan
here and you wanted to talk
for
to
me to lose my
supervisors, so
fucking
I came
sanity
out-
and actually like
I came out here to talk to
after
you.
5 years, am I supposed to like commit some sort of terrorist act finally? Like, I'm just wondering what you guys are waiting on, because it seems like
You know what? I saw you the
It
other day.
seems like
I
it's
didn't even
actually-
recognize it. I'm like, hey.
it seems like you guys
know?
are actually provoking me to violence, and your plan is to just respond and be like, "See, we told you so." Like
You
if I
keep
was
saying you guys. How am I? How
the
am
police
I-
department
how
that you're
am I-
affiliated with,
how
you're
am
out
I-
here with their
how
brand
am I
names
try-
all
how
over
am I
you,
trying
man.
to
You're
get you
you're their
to go do
spokesperson,
anything?
right?
No, I'm the supervisor on day shift. And
Right,
the
okay, you're
records-
who they sent. That's why
Martin,
I'm speaking.
Martin said, hey, he wants to talk to the supervisor about an ordinance violation because Chrissy, our ordinance lady's not here right now. So he
Right,
he
and
says,
that's
do you
what
want
I'm
to talk
trying
to
to
him? So I come out here.
Where
'cause
is
I
the
kinda was
ordinance
confused.
violation? Where is the appeal process? That's what I'm saying is, if I'm
If you didn't get an
trespassing,
ordinance ticket, and it's been,
I didn't get an
and it's
ordinance
been over
ticket,
a year,
it's been
and you
over a
haven't
year.
and you haven't got any letters in the mail,
then I'm
obviously have
not
your address.
trespassing, right?
I don't know about that. I'm just saying the ordinance
Well,
violation.
I would like to know how do
I'm not aware of-
Can
you
I
have to
volunteer
be-
for this then?
I'm not aware of an
Can
ordinance
we
violation. being
pick a
for
fucking
trespass.
place, and I want myself. Here's a fucking gas station right over here. This is private business, so
I'm saying-
that should be a little bit easier for you guys to fucking work out paperwork wise. I'll go over here. I'll cuss these motherfuckers out. You can go with me. They can tell me to leave. We can get a trespass thing going, and then we'll just create a whole new fucking process. And we can figure what is the normal
I don't want a part
process?
of all that.
What's the normal process? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is how long we got to
Usually we
wait?
do a certified
You're saying
letter
it's been a
saying
year.
you're
It's
not
been
allowed
about
to-
3.5 fucking years since the first one. You guys
Yeah.
tried it a second time. It's been a year since then. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is
I don't know, Chris, man. I
we're on judge number 5, special prosecutor number 5,
gives me
case
a
number
headache,
4. At what point do you guys fucking get the hint? That's what I'm saying. Is I don't think you guys are fucking learning disabled or anything.
Man. It's just like as long as, like I told you, as long as you're not being a jerk to the person and cussing them out.
Right, being
to
a
where-
jerk is not a crime. I
I
don't know what the
understand that, but I'm telling you, for
right.
me,
So stop bringing that up. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm a jerk. That's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you, the only way I am going to interact with you is if I see you being what I say is a jerk, and I might be like, "Hey, man, knock it off." I was like, "Why do we got to go that way where you're all mad and screaming?" And just
Right,
like
and-
I would if a husband and wife were fighting.
Okay.
I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just saying that I would say, "Well, it's not. You don't need to talk to them like that or whatever." And then then I'm going to ask you, "What do we need to do? What do you want? Where we can get this done and over with, for nobody's wasting their time."
Well, I suppose since they're just going to play fucking stupid, and once I get to the point that I'm fed up with these people who are making good money to know what the fuck is going on.
You're going to have a new administration next year, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean,
Tom Dermody.
Well, you never know. I don't know who's.
Yeah, no,
running
it's
against
Tom
him.
Dermody, which is interesting because the law that makes you guys all uncomfortable with me from the beginning, where I talk about how I'm legally allowed to defend myself against a public servant, Tom Dermody made that fucking law happen. So it's going to be real interesting watching the mayor that made this law happen interact with the police officers who keep pretending like I'm a fucking lunatic when I quote it, and acting like I'm some sort of a threat to law enforcement. That's how I end up with a false NCIC number. Shit like that. That's called state fraud too. That's what I'm saying is there's a whole lot of shit that you guys are doing as a whole that makes you look bad individually, man. That's why I try to break this shit down to you, is because I actually think you have some humanity somewhere in there for whatever fucking reason. You've been here a while. I'm surprised it's not all gone. But
Why
yeah.
would it be all gone?
I mean, you
I haven't done
sacrifice that
anything.
shit every time you come out here and tell
And
a
I usually
citizen there's
treat people
nothing you
fair.
can fucking do unless I'm down here talking loud to a motherfucker who makes $80,000 an hour to
that's
know
not
what's
what
going
I'm
on.
saying. You're misunderstanding me. I'm saying I am not going to mess with you unless I truly think you're doing.
You've already done so.
Where'd I mess with you?
You're in one of my videos. I mean, that's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
in a video.
You do what you're told,
where
right?
I walked
Where they
up.
send you down
Where-
there
no,
to
no,
fuck
no,
with
no,
me.
no, no. We got called to an alarm, and I walk up.
Right, an
and I'm
alarm.
like,
That's what I'm
hey.
saying. You know what you need to do? Let me tell you how you solve
you were
this.
fine.
You go
She
down
said
there.
you were fine,
You go
and
down
we
there,
all left.
and you tell these motherfuckers who keep hitting these false alarms to stop wasting your
That was
fucking
like
time.
4 years ago, wasn't it?
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's
is
been a couple years.
There's
and we
been
left.
multiple ones.
And I had to
have
stay
one from
because-
August
I
of
did stay
2018
because I went
with
and had a
the
human
girl cop,
resource
Emily
issue.
Eads. There's no report for that. You guys are down there for a. There's one with Emily Eads, Officer Drangmeister, Tom Owens,
Also,
and
East isn't here no more.
yeah, I know she quit. Like fucking not shortly after the first time she interacted with me. Yeah, I fully know. Anyway,
But the time I dealt with you, it was.
but I'm saying that's what I'm saying is
And then that one day at
during
the
this
gas
interaction
station, you
I'm
were being-
supposedly trespassing down there. That's why they're down there, right? Because they're doing a welfare
No, we
check
had an
on the
alarm.
building.
That's why we went down there.
Yeah. No. They said
And when we
the
checked,
cops
everything
showed
was
up.
fine
The
and-
cops showed up for human resources because they were on break. That's what they said. So they lied to the public
The time I went there, we actually had no.
I'm referring to another time.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying is there's been multiple times. Just because you're not the one showing up doesn't mean the other cops aren't fucking doing shit.
Right, but I'm just saying, you said that I did one time mess with you. And you
have as well. That's what I'm saying. There was no purpose for your being there.
There was an alarm, and I went there, and then you said you were fine. She said that she had no problems with you.
You immediately come up. What's the problem? When you get there, you see me, you assume I'm the problem. And that's because they're crying wolf. Can we talk about that?
What do you mean, them crying wolf?
Yeah. At what point does it seem a little facetious for you guys to keep pretending like I'm gonna fucking do something to one of these people?
What do you mean?
Like, what exactly would this woman be hitting the alarm on me for? What did I do to deserve? What threat do I pose?
I don't know. They were told
no.
that
I'm
they were
asking you.
supposed to back
Man, you want to be treated individually. So, what is the threat that I pose in your opinion?
Well, you could be intimidating if you're like up in their face screaming and yelling.
Up in their face and screaming.
I didn't say you were.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm saying it could be,
I'm describing the action, not just if I commit it. So up in your face, yelling and shit. So when this woman down here that you're talking about that's intimidated just slammed the door in my face and got to yelling and shit like that in her office, was that intimidating?
Like I don't know. I wasn't there.
When she yells intimidation,
I
that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you why I went there. Bad and when I got there, she said that when just the police played this whole fear for my safety bullshit. But these women don't have any reason to play that. You guys put them at more risk than I ever have. If you really thought that I was a mentally ill person that was going to hurt these people,
get your ED.
It seemed like the plan was to let that happen so you could be right. That's what I'm saying is everything you guys have done. If I was really a crazy person, there'd be no way. I know. I'm just saying. If any fucking percentage of what you guys ever thought I might do was true, you fucked up every bit of stopping it. Do you know how much I have video of every one of you, your movements, you guys are like, it's like watching football footage.
It's annoying, but you can record me all day if you want. I mean,
I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't assume that you're automatically going to fucking lie about some shit, so I should record I shouldn't feel better to be safe than sorry with the police.
I'm just saying, you can record
I'm just saying, it's literally that simple.
It's just, sometimes it's
I shouldn't have to feel like it's better to be safe than sorry with the police. That's what I'm saying. Right. Is your position has been corrupted. Your what you want to do, I don't think is as possible as you think it is, because you're designated to do other shit like collect revenue and protect politicians and shit like that. Look the other way. There's a lot of shit that could be fixed in this department if you guys spoke upon it. And that's what I'm saying is this only goes back to like you really lose the right to be curious or confused about why the fuck people don't trust the police anymore. It's the exact same shit that you keep trying to excuse. The behavior that you try to pass off as normalcy is only normal to you guys in this enclosed environment where you don't get caught. But if there was any sort of scrutiny by any sort of outsiders, if you guys ever let that happen, you would have to change a lot of things in order to restore that trust with the community. Seems to me like that's something you guys would want to do, but I've only met resistance. And I'm just curious, like, where do you guys get off being confused about what exactly it is that people are upset about? Specifically me, I know what I'm upset about.
You're upset because you think
the first fucking time ever that I called the cops in my life, I've regretted it for the past 4 years. You know why?
Why?
Because I was at a gas station minding my own fucking business. I'd been out of trouble for years. And a correctional officer from the jail recognized me.
Yeah.
And he you know that whole, like, if you don't like it, don't go to jail. I don't like being patted down by random men. So I don't go to jail. That's literally the one fucking reason that keeps me from going to jail is I don't like all that touchy-feely shit that you guys do.
Yeah.
I'm out minding my own business, and then this fucking correctional officer gets all touchy-feely. I should have beat his ass. You know why? Because that would have been a fucking misdemeanor that I would have dealt with in 3 months, and I'd have been moving the fuck on with my life. You know what I did? I called the police to try to do the right... Instead of whooping this motherfucker retarded in the middle of the fucking Speedway parking lot, and then letting you guys show up, I call you and I say, hey, Mr. Mamaza, I get that you're fucking probably fresh out of the military at like 19 or 20 and everything I'm doing is suspect, but I'm nervous. My being nervous was suspect. My being cooperative, I was too cooperative, so it was suspicious. I'm trying not to get fucking shot by some stupid ass kid.
Right.
Goes terribly. Terribly. You know why? Because I told you guys medical.
I remember seeing the video, and I didn't.
I have PTSD.
Personally, I didn't think there was.
I have PTSD, Mr.
Like I said,
Aptowski.
I didn't know the whole story.
And this was basically me asking the police department, hey, can somebody pass this information along for whatever reason? Sheriff, cops, whatever.
Right.
You can recognize my mugshot, but don't come up and put your fucking hands on me because I might put my hands back on you. Why? Because I have PTSD. Are you a combat veteran? No. Well, then I don't see how you can have PTSD. When in reality, statistically, cops' wives, they're who has the most PTSD. Veterans don't get PTSD anymore. Everything's fucking automated. But women that are with military men and police officers, you know, you special guys who get away with everything, they tend to be the ones who have PTSD from getting the shit kicked out of them.
There goes my whole point about you being. It could be intimidating if you're screaming at a lady.
No. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So me telling you that there's a 40% spousal abuse rate for police officers.
I agree. I know what you're saying.
Saying it loudly can be intimidating.
No. There's
a 2 out of 5 chance that you literally beat the woman that you love, but I'm supposed to trust that you're not going to shoot me. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying that I'm going back to where I said if I ever really deal with.
I mean, stop discriminating. Go down to these places and you tell them to hire a dude, somebody other than Roger Galloway's stupid ass. It's a room. I can't help it that they only hire the old white ladies that are related to the white men that run the fucking town.
What are you talking about?
Don't hire all women. Go hire some dudes.
Oh, you're saying Roger hires all women?
I mean, that's a bunch of women down there. I talk to everybody the same.
Well,
I'm sorry that you're not intimidated.
Why? Why would I be?
I mean, I guess
not screaming
I thought it would
cussing
be.
At me. I'm saying
this is no different than anything else that I do anywhere else.
And then you would be fine. I'm saying.
Right. And
I
that's
was
what I'm
using
saying
it as an example. I said if I would go there and you were sitting there being a jerk, screaming and cussing and like being on a kind of where somebody.
What
might
if
think
I'm
you're being
sitting there with a court order for documents
and you were just like, oh, this.
And I'm just sitting in the chair saying, I don't want to interact with the police because it's not your fucking business because it's a civil matter. How about that?
Yeah.
Now that's the thing. That's another thing. Is see, I have a court order from a judge in a civil case for paperwork.
Right.
That's none of your fucking business as the police department. That's between me and the city attorney. If he wants to.
Well, if you don't want to talk to you, I mean, I don't know. What...
No. And that's what you guys don't get is. It's none of your fucking business. It has nothing to do with the police. It's a civil matter, right?
Correct.
When I can't get my fucking 8-year-old from his mother, it's a civil matter that doesn't involve the police. And that's what I'm saying is you don't get to fucking protect the city attorney, but then tell a father that he can't see his kid. The civil law is the civil law. There's no criminal matter down there until you guys show up and create one. That's what the fuck I'm saying. I got a court order for some paperwork. It's none of your fucking business. You guys could have gave me the paperwork. You refused. I was denied the paperwork by the police department, so I sued you for it.
Okay.
Your attorney refusing it to me and then you guys coming down as the threat of force to make it fucking happen is illegal. You're supposed to make him give me that paperwork. That's how the shit really fucking works.
Well, usually civils, the sheriff's department deals with that usually. Like
right. That's what I was trying to figure out. Yeah. Like, oh, you mean like when I try to go into the courthouse with my fucking phone because I'm legally allowed to, and the police department shows up there too? That's what I'm saying. It seems like you guys are designated to deal with me, even when you're not on your own fucking jurisdiction.
Their phone policy is the county's policy.
Yeah, it's a court order.
Oh. No, it's county policy.
No, it's a court order.
It's a court order. It's a policy of theirs.
Right, it's a court order.
Just like you can't smoke on your property.
They can't make a county policy. It's illegal. That court order is invalid. Watch. I'm going to be the motherfucker that takes it down. You want to bet $1? Gentleman's bet?
No.
That's serious. Hot chocolate versus a cup of coffee.
No, I don't want that. I don't want you to go do anything and get yourself in trouble.
No. I'm not going to do shit. That's the thing is I need you to understand that. What do you think I'm going to do? Go down here and peel it off the fucking door?
I don't know if they'll let you in with the phone or not.
No, they're going to. That's what I'm saying. Is they're literally going to invite me. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Instead of assuming that I'm going to go down here with like an assault rifle or peel this motherfucker off the fucking door, assume that I'm going to take a pen and a laptop and some pieces of paper. I'm going to write up some beautiful paperwork, and this fucking judge is going to walk his happy ass out there and he's going to peel it off the fucking window. Or the county commissioners. Because that's what I do is I fuck with paperwork. This shit where you guys act like I'm the violent motherfucker is ridiculous. It's insane to me because literally there's no history of violence. You show me a history of violence that I have. That's not some fabricated new shit, but I mean my real history, like prior to the city of LaPorte. Show me a history of violence where I'm violent. Me saying that I'm going to defend myself under Indiana law.
before.
Oh, I like to have a dead plant and shit. Y'all let motherfuckers run around here ODing and shit.
You said you were in jail before.
Yeah. Because I was poor. That's pretty much what it is. Since I was poor.
It ain't my business. I'm just saying I didn't.
I mean, I don't care about it. That's my history. In honesty, I ain't fucked up about it. I'm rehabilitated. I learned what the system was. That's where my respect for this shit. Because that's why I'm so hard on you guys. I've been in a cage with a bunch of other lunatics fucking stabbing each other with knives and dicks and shit. The justice system at least deserves law enforcement officers to, like, I don't know the fucking laws that you're enforcing for one, and maybe respect them. If you're going to run around putting people in, like, literally prisons and insane asylum. You know what I learned how to do? Break the law. I didn't learn anything good. I learned how to do a bunch of fucked up shit. Everything that I do positive now after I got out is because I healed myself with gardening. But you guys want to lock me up and make me worse, and that's what I'm trying to figure out is how we can get all this confusing and misunderstood stuff together before you guys catch me on the wrong fucking day.
Well, I think some of us are fine with you.
I don't need you to be fine with me. Your personal opinion doesn't matter. I need you guys to understand the fucking law. I don't operate off of emotions. You know why I don't break the fucking law? Because it's spelled out for me to understand. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. That's the thing. Is I respect the law. I don't give a fuck about your emotions. So your emotional or personal opinion, exactly. That's what I mean. Is so then.
I mean, I may be
how do I get everybody on this same page?
That does not mean I'm messing with.
Right? No. And that's what I'm saying is, I need you to go down and actually exercise a little bit of sense and tell her, you know what, lady, this motherfucker ain't no goddamn threat to you.
That was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Stop doing this alarm bullshit.
I don't think she's.
And do your fucking job. Quit wasting our fucking time. That's what you need to do.
When the alarm got hit.
When these politicians don't want to do their fucking job, that they're literally paid with. This is what the fuck they're paid to do. Okay, they're held to a higher standard than everybody else. There is no bothering these people. Literally, they're hired to interact with the public. Correct. If that's too difficult for them, tell them to quit.
What I'm saying is
stop protecting them from their own stupidity.
If you ask for something, they can't give it to you. I mean, then the interaction should be
And that's
over.
the thing is, can't and won't are two different things.
Well, that I don't know. I'm just saying.
Right, I do though. I do. So, let me tell you how this works. When I show up with a fucking court order signed by a judge, that's not a can't situation. That's a won't. You know why?
And then they're in violation of a court order.
Right, which is exactly why the fuck they gave it to me, because they could. There was no can't situation. But that's what I mean is I need you guys to understand where your jurisdiction, where your lawful bounds really are. You guys don't have any authority to police my volume. You don't have any authority to police the way I talk. You don't have any authority to do any of that.
Well, we were like in a kindergarten class and you were
We're not in a kindergarten class. This is called grown-ass adult politics.
I know, but I'm saying
and there's millions of dollars involved and everybody's votes and shit like this. And that's what I'm trying to figure out is, can you guys just, I mean, if you guys will flat out be like, you know what, we work for the fucking politicians, we're about to protect these motherfuckers.
I come here
throughout their stupidity, I do my job and that's the way it is. You call it the way it is, I'll leave you guys the fuck alone. I
might make them mad, but I try to do the best I can every day. I keep believing you guys that it's going to be handled the proper way. You tell me that it's just going to be all handled, all fucking crooked, and I'm wasting my time. I can't tell you.
I'll fucking leave you alone. But I keep believing you guys know the law.
I've told you numerous times before. I say, go get a good attorney. If people are really doing the wrong thing,
I shouldn't have to spend $10,000-$15,000 for you guys to acknowledge my civil rights, and that's what I'm saying. Check it out. So,
think you could get a?
Let me file a complaint against a police officer. And what we're going to do is, when you show up to this police, I can file a complaint on you right now. You know what's going to happen?
Nothing.
Your attorney, Doug Beachy, is going to tell me all about your fucking. Well, whoever is. I tried to file a complaint on Mazza and a few others. You know what happened? Doug Beachy and your police mayor commission told me to fuck off. You know why? Because you have rights. Fuck my rights. You have rights. You have rights to know that I'm accusing you. I have the right to sign a confidentiality agreement, go home and shut the fuck up. Otherwise, I'm probably going to end up tased, shot, arrested, losing a bunch of my fucking money, ruining my... Like, that's what I'm saying is, I can try to get my life together, but if you guys don't knock off your bullshit, you're going to make it a waste of my time. And I'm going to go ahead and just be on full fucking career criminal status because, I mean, if that's the game we're fucking playing... It is what it is. But I mean, right now what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to do like, Pine Lake Marina. I'm trying to get them to have the first clean marina program through IDEM. I'm trying to do community gardens. I'm trying to do Hoosier. Yeah. If I had time to do that shit, because I wasn't fucking around with stupid ass LaPorte Police Department probable cause affidavits, it'd be awesome. But if I can't migrate to this eco shit, if this is what I'm doing, is I'm just always going to be a government watchdog, I'm about to turn it the fuck back up. I've been on a hiatus. I've been trying to interact with nature and leave you guys the fuck alone. But I need you guys to be honest and forward about what the fuck you're doing. Otherwise, I'm not going. I ain't about to have you guys protecting these motherfuckers no more. And you want to let them run you up? I'll do so.
Protect who?
These motherfuckers down here. Like, I did the process. I ain't walking into this fucking building and threatening nobody with shit. I'm telling them bottom line, I learned how to do this court shit. I'll go get my own fucking paperwork.
If you got a court order and
yeah, I got a court order. I got a stack of court orders.
Take it to court and then let the judge decide.
He recused.
And then goes
Nobody wants to fucking bury you, and that's the problem.
If they recuse,
all these have you ever heard of the Good Old Boy Club? How long have you fucking been living here? Nobody's going to go against you guys except you. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, is how to get you guys to divide your department into good cops and bad cops. Get rid of the bad cops, keep the good cops, hire some more good cops, train them with good cops to be other good cops, and then we can all move the fuck along.
Yeah.
But as long as there's people that have still worked here that have personally wronged me, it will not stop. You will feed these motherfuckers to the wolves.
There's some people you probably thought wronged you.
I don't, no. The law is the law. I don't give a fuck what you guys think. Legally, the law is the law. You find some shit on paper, that'll be, like, you're either guilty or innocent. I don't play that emotional shit. I don't care about your feelings. Nobody cares about my feelings. Like, nobody. So, that's not how this goes. The law is the law.
Need a hug?
No, I don't want to hug.
Care about your feelings.
I don't want to hug.
I'm messing with you, man.
That's what I'm saying is, and it's a joke, but in reality, I have difficulties.
That's how I deal with stuff. I like to joke around.
I know.
I mean,
and listen,
I try not to be so. I mean, sometimes you gotta let the seriousness go away. You know,
right. But you also sometimes gotta let the serious shit sink in.
True.
I understand you're making a joke, and I'm not going to take any offense to it. But what I would like you to know is, I have trouble with.
Looking for me?
He just wants to know if there was an ordinance violation against him. Are you?
Yeah.
I never had anything.
Okay, so what
I've been in the office for a little bit, but I was just waiting for you to come back in.
Let me sort of explain. All right, so basically, I am supposedly told I'm trespassed from public property down here at City Hall.
Okay.
In order for that to happen, the police would have to have had issued me a ticket for an ordinance violation, such as loitering or something.
Okay, I don't have anything. Definitely
right.
Not on
okay.
that,
So now, if there,
So
that's what I'm trying to figure out is if I never got a ticket, then
I'm
not trespassing, and I'd like to have that somehow. If we can stop pretending like I'm a trespassing, maybe once a year, when Julie Smith shows up. See, because none of the other officers seem to think I'm trespassing because they fully understand this isn't legal. But Julie Smith, who I previously filed a complaint against, randomly will say that I'm trespassing, up to and including when I'm at City Hall, which is a public building that's paid for with tax dollars, with a court order from Judge Alavisos for public records.
Okay.
I understand the city attorney didn't want to give them to me, but that's a civil matter. That does not require the police. It's really none of their business. And they can't trespass me from that building because of it.
I've never had any kind of tickets from anybody.
I never have either, and that's what I'm trying to figure out is I've been being accused of trespassing without an ordinance violation for about 3.5 years now. Nobody wants to acknowledge that the former city attorney wrote me a love letter that's not actually a court order and that they mistakenly were enforcing it for some time. I
That's
get
all
it.
you needed from her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I basically need to know. So if there's not an ordinance, I'm assuming there's no appeal process.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
There's no ordinance violation.
Yep.
So how do I get this resolved? Because you're missing key components of me being on a trespass list, such as an appeal process and a hearing.
If that's the case,
right, go to court.
I'm still lost on the abandoned building.
I mean,
without reading the
me.
report and all that, I don't know. I'm thinking abandoned building, then you're on like I said, a vacant house or a vacant school or something to that
That's not
extent.
even one of the worst ones written up by your department, to be honest.
I don't know.
Some of it's.
What I would do is I would just appeal it then and be like, based on this.
You said that. How do I appeal it though? That's what I'm saying.
I think you get a court. I think you get a court date. No, there's no ordinance violation.
Yeah, there's no. I have no tickets.
So there's nothing to
right, and that's what I'm saying is. So you do realize that by not writing me a ticket,
you're saying that
they've removed my due process rights.
But you're basically saying that there's no crime then.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you're saying there's no crime.
No,
you're telling me there's no ordinance, there's no ticket, so
Correct.
you're telling me there's no ordinance violation.
Yeah, I didn't realize you had to have an. I mean, call me ignorant. I didn't realize you had to have an ordinance violation to arrest somebody for trespass.
I've been saying it for about 4 years, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's stupid.
I'd have to look at it because I didn't realize that you couldn't arrest for trespass. Evidently, I don't arrest a lot of people for trespassing.